Hello children, welcome to the grammar class. Today we are going to study the present, past and future tenses. Okay, so last year we already studied the tenses. You remember the tenses? Which are the tenses? What do you mean by tense first of all? See, tenses are used to show when an action took place. When that happened, did that action happen now, is happening now, or the action is over, or the action is going to come. So in a sentence, we use the tenses to show whether when that action was done. Okay, so that is tenses. And we changed the verbs. Just before this lesson, we studied verbs. So in a sentence, we can't change anything else. The only thing that we can change in a sentence is verb. So we change the verbs to make different tenses. Okay, now we will see tenses one by one. See the verb tenses. We are classifying tenses basically into three. Which are they? Present tense, past tense and future tense. These are the three basic tenses in English grammar. And each one, present, past and future tense, each of them we are again dividing into different tenses. Let it be there. First we will see what is present, past and future tense. In 3rd standard we have already studied the tenses, isn't it? See, a present tense shows the actions that are happening now. So, now what is happening? At present what is happening? That is shown by a present tense. Past tense shows actions that are already finished. The action is over. Okay, that action doesn't exist now. Then, future tense means the action didn't start. It's going to start only. The action is going to start only. In future, it's going to happen in future. Look at the examples given. First one, he lives in a large house. That means now he is living, or that action is happening now. He lives in a large house. Okay. Now look at the past tense. When we changed into past tense, we didn't change anything else. See, you know, lives is the verb in that sentence. We have took the verb and changed it into lived to make it past. He lived in a large house means now he is not living in a large house. In the past he was living in a large house. That's the meaning. Look at the third one, future tense. He will live in a large house. That means now that action, now he is not living. In the past he was not living. He was going to live in a big house in future. Okay. So, these are the three different tenses. Present, past and future tense. And in all these three cases, we changed the verb of a sentence. In the first case, lives. That was the action. The verb is live. He lives in a large house. In the second past tense, we changed the word lives into lived. The past tense of the verb lived. Okay, he lived in a large house. And the third, in the future, he will live in a large house. So like that, we can change from one tense to another tense by changing the verbs. Is that clear to you? In the verbs, when we speak about the verbs in the before chapters, in the previous chapters, we already seen what are be verbs. Do you know what are be verbs? The different forms of be. That you have to by heart this be verbs. Okay, that is be verbs. These are the be verbs. Is, are, am, was, were, will be and shall be. These are called the be verbs. Okay, instead of using the word be, we use these words is, are, am, was, were and will be, shall be in the different tenses. Okay, so what you have to do is, please by heart the be verbs. So whenever I ask you which are the be verbs, you should be thorough with that. That is are, am, was, were, will be and shall be are called the be verbs. Okay, now we will see how these be verbs are changing in tenses. See, is, are and am are used in the present tense. We use is, are and am along with in the present tense. And is used when the subject is singular. When subject is singular, we use is. When the subject is plural, we use are. And when the subject is I, we use am. Remember this? We studied this last year, isn't it? Then, see, examples are also given here. Look at the examples given. Meena is going to school. See, look at the first one. Is going. Look at that. Is going. So, subject we are using is plus verb go plus ing. Going. So, is going is the verb here. Be verbs, since Meena is singular, Meena is the subject. Meena is singular, so we use is plus verb. Okay, is plus go plus ing, is going. Meena and Tina, when two persons are there, these together we consider as plural. Subject is plural, not single person, both two persons are there. In that case, what we do? We don't use Meena and Tina is going to school, we don't say. What do we say? Are going to school. We say are going to school. Then, if the subject is I is a very special case. For you also, for each and everyone, I am very important, isn't it? Like that, here also, in grammar also, I is considered as a special category. Even though I is singular, usually we consider I as plural. Okay, that we will come to that afterwards. Now see here, I, there is a special verb for I. We use this am only with I. If the subject is I, we can use am going in present tense, okay. This happens only in present tense. So, I am going to school when the subject is I. Is it clear to you, all of you? I hope it's clear. Now, we have was and were. The second set of be verbs are was and were. This was and were we use in the past tense. We use it in the past tense. See, was is used when the subject is singular and also with I. Here we consider I as singular itself. In the other case, we had a special verb for I am. Here, if the sentence is in past tense, subject and the subject is singular and with I, we use Meena was going to school and we don't say I were going to school. I was going to school, isn't it? So, with I, we use was. So, subject I we are using with singular subjects as well as with I we use was. Is that clear to you? Then if the subject is plural, we use were. Okay, Meena and Tina were going to school. We don't use was going to school. Two persons are there. So, since it is plural, we use were going to school. Then we have the future tense. In future tense, we use will or shall. Will is used with any singular or plural or any other subject we can use will. But we use shall be used with I and we only. Okay, usually in English we don't use shall with any other subjects. We use shall with INV. So once again, please remember this. The be verbs are is, are, am, was, were, will be and shall be. These are the be verbs. And where do we use these be verbs? Is, are and am is used in the present tense. Was and were is used in the past tense. Will be, shall be is used along with the future tense. Okay. So, is used when the subject is singular. Are is used when the subject is plural. And am is used with if the subject is I. Example, Meena is going to school. Meena and Tina are going to school. I am going to school. Is that clear? Then, was and were are used in the past tense. Okay, was is used when the subject is singular and along with I. Meena was going to school. I was going to school. Then, if the subject is plural, what do? We use were. Meena and Tina were going to school. That is in past tense. This was present tense, this is past tense. Okay. Then, will be and shall be is used in the future tense. When we want to show something, some actions are going to happen in future, we use this future tense, will or shall be used. Will is used with almost all the subjects, whether singular, plural or I or we or shall, whatever it is, we can use will. Shall is not used always. Shall is used only with INV. We can use will also with INV, no problem. But usually we use shall only with INV. These things we are refreshing this. Last year we already studied this. I hope you remember this. Be words. Is it clear to you? Be words. So once again the be words are is, are, am, was, were, will be and shall be. Okay. Now in your book, page number 59. And one box is given in which simple present tense, simple past tense and simple future tenses are given. Please go through that and read it. Okay, so that you will understand how to convert simple present to simple past and simple future. Okay, so in that, see 102 I will read page number 59 of your grammar chest. Dance is the present tense. Dance, what is the past tense? Danced. What will be the future tense? Will dance. Okay, die, died. That's is past tense and will die. That is the future tense. Go, do means something that we use in the present tense. Do. Did, I finished. Did. I did it means that's over. The action is over. The do, did and will do. Okay. Do, did and will do. So like that we have different words given there in the simple present, past tense form and in future tense form. Please go through that and study it. Okay. Not very difficult to study. Just you have a look at it and study that. It's not difficult. You will find it easy once you start reading it. Now in that same book, page number 61, we have some exercises too. Okay. So that also we will do. So once tenses, simple past and simple present past and future tenses. In exercise A, what we have to do, identify the verbs and write their tenses. So in this what you have to do is read the sentence, find out whether it is find out the verbs first and then you have to write the tense of that, whether it is simple present, past or future. The rest we will see afterwards. You have to do that much only now. So, 1 or 2 questions, 1 or 2 exercises from each we will do here. The rest you have to do. I will send the answer key also. So, first one, Monal polishes her shoes every day. So, which is the verb in that? Yes, already marked, polishes. Polishes is the verb. And in that verb, what is the subject there? Yes, Monali. Monali is the subject. Monali is singular or plural? It's singular. Since it is singular, we use the verb polish is the original verb. Along with polish, we add s. Polishes. Monali, since it's singular, we add s. Monali polishes her shoes every day. So, what type of tense it is? It's already written the simple present. Simple present tense. Okay. So, like that, go through the rest of that. 1 or 2 we will do. Jyoti plays the piano very well. It is plays. Play is the verb there. Jyoti is singular. Plays the piano well. What type of sentence it is? I mean, which tense it is written? Yes, simple present itself. Third one, just see the third one. Jeet was unwell. Was means now is Jeet unwell? No, in the past he was unwell. Jeet was unwell. So it is past tense. I planted many trees yesterday. The action is over. In the past, planted. So it is past. I hope it's clear. Like that, please find out the rest of the answers also. Please underline the verbs in these sentences and write which tense it is in the on the other side. Okay. Now exercise B, please read that. Underline the verbs in the following story and write the tenses. That you can do yourself. One small story is given. Please read that and find out which all verbs are coming. The action verbs are coming in this. Please underline. Okay. Okay. Then in page number 62, we have exercise C and D. In exercise C, what do you have to do? Fill in the blanks with the correct form of verbs given in the brackets. The tenses are also mentioned. So, in this sentence, one verb is given in the bracket and which tense you have to use is also given in the bracket. So, change that verb into the tense, into the required tense and write the answer. We will do it. Please listen. First one, I dash to school every day. Walk. You have to do in simple present tense. So, how will you write? I walk to school every day. Simple present. Okay. I walk to school every day. Second one, he painted some beautiful pictures. Sorry, he dashed some beautiful pictures. Paint is given as the verb. You have to change it into simple past tense. How will you change? He, yes, the action will change into painted. So, in the past, he painted some beautiful pictures. Not now, in the past. Clear? Then, third one, Mithali dash late for rehearsal. Is is given in the bracket. What is the past tense of is? You have to change into past tense, simple past. Yes, is was. So, Mithali was late for the rehearsal. Is it clear? The next fourth one is to change into simple future tense. He dashed to the stadium at 10 a.m. It's written come. How will you change it into future tense? Yes, you have to add will or shall. Since it is not I, we have to use he will come to the stadium at 10 a.m. Okay, he will come, not yet come, he is going to come in the future. He will come to the stadium at 10 a.m. Then, I was studying when you dash. Call. Past tense, you have to change into past tense. When you called. Very good. Then, I dash plastic bags in dustbins. Throw. Simple present. Yes, there is no change. I throw plastic bags in dustbins. Then next, 8th one. Manali dash I was coming. No is given. Past tense of no is knew. K-N-E-W. Knew. Manali knew I was coming. Okay, only 2 more. We will do that also. I dash to him. Speak. Simple future tense. Yes, I will speak to him. I will speak to him. Then 10th one with I dash a student of class 4. Is given. So, in present tense we have, what is that form that you have to use if the subject is I? Yes, I am a student of class 4. Is that clear to you? All of you? So, that exercise D you can do yourself. Change the tenses of the underlined verbs as directed. So, first one only I will tell, the rest you have to do yourself. Okay? Try to do it yourself. No need to write it in a notebook. Do it in the textbook itself. Okay. She lives in Hyderabad. You have to change. Lives is the verb underlined. You have to change that lives into simple past tense. So, how will you change that? He lived in Hyderabad. Past tense of live, lived. He lived in Hyderabad. Like that you change the rest and write yourself. Try it yourself. Change into the different tenses, present, past and future tenses. Very simple only. Last year we did this. So, I hope you understood. The thing that you have to remember is, the only thing that we can change to make different tenses is verbs. We can only change the verb of a sentence. We cannot change anything else in a sentence to form the different tenses. When you change the verbs, the tenses also will get automatically changed. One more thing, you should remember the be verbs. Okay, which are the be verbs? Is, are, am, was, were, will be and shall be. Please remember the be verbs. Okay, so it's very much needed for our different exercises that are coming. So be sure that you study the be verbs and the usage. Clear? Okay, we shall stop now. We shall see in the next class. Okay then, bye.